Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. This is your science lecture of grade 10, and I am your science teacher Aparna Pandey from Art and Progressive School, Lounge. So students, as you all know that in science we have started our revision, and in this revision series, in videos we have discussed chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, and in Google Meet I have explained you chapter number 3. So chapter number 3 revision also we have done. Now in today's video, as I told you during Google Meet, that I will start new chapter. So students, here new chapter means revision of new chapter, chapter number 4. Now again I am not going to explain you chapter number 3, but instead of it, let's revise chapter number 4 because we have to cover syllabus also for the revision. Okay, so students, let's start. As you know, chapter number 4 name is nervous system and sense organs. The name of our chapter number 4 is nervous system and sense organ. So students, let's start. You can see here what I have written. Revision video. I am not writing chapter name. It is written revision video, and here it is written chapter number 4. Let's see now. What it is saying, nervous system consists of 3 parts. Nervous system consists of 3 parts. What are these 3 parts? Brain, spinal cord and nerves. Nervous system consists of 3 parts. Brain, spinal cord and nerves. Then we say that nervous system is made up of cell called neuron. Nervous system is made up of cell called neuron. Nervous system is made up of 3 parts. What are these 3 parts? Brain, spinal cord and nerves. Then we talk about the nervous system. It is made up of a cell, and that particular type of a cell of nervous system are called neurons. That particular type of cell of nervous system are called neurons. Then students, let's talk about the brain. When we talk about the brain, students, we know that brain help us in thinking. Brain is the controlling part of our body. We do our activities according to the brain. Whatever brain decides, according to that we take our actions, we act like that, we do our activities according to that. So that brain has 3 main parts. When we talk about the human brain, it has 3 main parts, and these are cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. And these are cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. So when we talk about the cerebrum, students, cerebrum is the first part of the brain, and it is the largest part of the brain. As I told you, brain has 3 parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. So cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, and it is also called the center of intelligence. It is also called the center of intelligence. So when we talk about the cerebrum, we can say that cerebrum is the largest part of brain, and it is also our center of intelligence. It is center of intelligence. Then next students, we have cerebellum. When we talk about the cerebellum, then cerebellum helps in maintaining the balance of our body. Whatever the activities we are doing during a day, these all activities are controlled, and the balance in these activities is maintained by the cerebellum. So what we can say, that cerebellum is responsible for maintaining balance in different activities. Then students, we have third part of the brain, that is medulla. The third part of the brain is medulla. Now what is this medulla? Actually, see student, medulla is also called a stem. Means it looks like a stem. And what is its role? This medulla connects the brain to the spinal cord. What I told you, medulla is lie below the cerebellum. It is situated below the cerebellum, and medulla is also called a stem, and this medulla oblongata, full name of medulla is medulla oblongata. So this medulla connects the brain to the the spinal cord. This medulla looks like a stem and it connects the brain to the spinal cord. Then next students we have nerves. Let's talk about nerves. What are nerves? So see beta, nerves are the bundle of fibers. Nerves are the bundle of fibers. And when we talk about the types of nerves, then we have three types of nerves. When we talk about the types of nerves, then we have three types of nerves, and these are sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. So when we talk about the nerves, we have three types of nerves: sensory nerves, motor nerves, mixed nerves. See students, I have written each and everything on board, but due to the reflection, if you are not able to see each word written here, so no need to worry, because whatever I have written, each and everything I am dictating as well as I am explaining. Each and everything whatever is written on board I am reading and then I am explaining also. So no need to worry that if things are not visible due to the reflection. Okay. Now, so what I told you, that nerves are of three types. These are sensory nerve, motor nerve and mixed nerve. Now it's time to see their function. So when we talk about these sensory nerves, student, this sensory nerves, what is the role of sensory nerve? So this sensory nerve brings message from the sense organs. This sensory nerve bring message from the sense organs. We have different sense organs. We have 5 sense organs. So the role of sensory nerve is to bring message from the sense organs, and to whom it is sending? It is sending messages to the brain. It is sending messages to the brain. So beta, the role of sensory nerve is to bring message from the sense organs and send that message to the brain. Right? I hope now everyone is getting this. So sensory nerve bring messages from the sense organs and they send message to the brain. Then another type of nerve we have motor nerve. See, sensory nerve is related to the sense organs. Then let's talk about the motor nerve. Let's see now what is the role of motor nerves. So when we talk about the motor nerves, these nerves carry instructions from brain and spinal cord. These nerves carry instructions from brain and spinal cord and send to the muscles. And send to the muscles means the role of motor nerve is to give instruction to muscles that what they have to do. And how they can give instruction? They give instruction to the muscles according to the message sent by brain and spinal cord. Means beta, motor nerves take messages. Motor nerves carry messages from brain and spinal cord, and then they give this message to the muscles, and then muscles function accordingly. Then when we talk about the mixed nerve, another type of nerve that we have, it is mixed nerve. The third type of nerve is mixed nerve. Now you can understand by yourself. As I said, one is sensory, another one is motor. Then mixed nerve is there. The name is suggesting that this nerve has some mixed role. This nerve has some mixed role. So when we talk about the mixed nerve, it carries messages to the brain and the spinal cord. It carries messages to the brain and the spinal cord, as well as it brings orders from the brain and the spinal cord. Means mixed nerves are the nerves which do both the function. They carry messages as well as they bring messages. They carry messages from the brain and the spinal cord, and they bring messages to the brain and spinal cord. So both the functions are done by the mixed nerves. Then students, another type of topic here that we can discuss is reflex action. As you all know that I have explained you this very clearly at the time of explanation of chapter number 4 that during our daily life, many times we do some actions without thinking, and these actions are very instantaneous, these actions are very quick, these actions are very automatic. We do not think before doing these actions. So such type of actions are called the reflex action. The autonomic and instantaneous action. The autonomic and instantaneous actions that are taken by the body without thinking. Such actions are called the reflex action. For example, when we touch some hot utensil, then taking out means pulling out your hand back. What it is? This is a reflex action. Suppose you are moving in a garden and suddenly your hands touch the spine, then again you are pulling your hand back. What is this? This is reflex action because these actions you are taking without thinking. Right? So such actions which we take without thinking are called the reflex action. Then students, another topic we have sense organs. So I hope related to nervous system things are clear to everyone. It is quick revision. If you have any confusion in any topic, you can go through the videos of this chapter. Here I have just taken an important parts and we are doing quick revision because we have to take all the important topics in particular way, right? So that's why I am doing this quick revision. Now students, another topic that is here is sense organs. So when we talk about the sense organs, students, we have 5 sense organs. And what are these 5 sense organs? Eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. What are these 5 sense organs? Eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. These are the 5 sense organs, and with the help of these 5 sense organs only, we are able to connect ourselves from the outside world. We are able to connect ourselves from the outside world. Now you know the role of eyes to see. The role of eyes to see, it helps in vision. The role of ear is to hear. It helps us in hearing sounds. It helps us in listening what other person is saying. It helps us in understanding the different types of sounds, voice and noise in our surrounding. Then we have nose. This nose helps us in smelling the things. Smelling the things, whether it's a good smell, whether it's a bad smell, whether it's a smell of, or we can say odor of a food. These all things we get with the help of this nose. This nose helps us in getting different types of smell, and our brain is also able to detect different types of smell. Then we have tongue. Tongue, students, is used to taste the things. Tongue is a sense organ. Tongue is a sense organ which helps us in tasting the things. With the help of a tongue, we can taste different items, and these items we can taste because in our tongue there are different types of taste buds available, right? Due to which we are able to taste and we can recognize that what type of food it is, whether it is sweet, whether it is bitter, whether it is salty. So these all things we can know with the help of a tongue. Then another thing we have skin. Skin is a sense organ which tells us about the touch. So if anything touches on our skin or our body gets touch of anything, so how we come to know that we have touched something or somebody has touched our body? So how we are going to know all these things? These things we are able to know due to the senses, the sense organ of our body, that is the skin. So skin is also a sense organ. These 5 sense organs connect us from the outside world. Now students, rest all I have explained, but one sense organ, that is eye, is little complex. So let's see. See beta, when we talk about the eye consists of different parts like eyelids, eyelashes, then we have cornea, iris, pupil, retina and optic nerves. When we talk about the eye, student, eyes consist of the different parts. It has eyelid and eyelashes, that is outside eyelid and eyelashes. Then I have written cornea, iris, pupil and retina, and nerves also that help eyes having. These are the optic nerves. So when we talk about the cornea, what is cornea? Cornea is the transparent area of a eye. What is cornea? Cornea is the transparent area of an eye. Then when we talk about the iris, what is iris? Iris is the colored part of the eye. The colored part of the eye in the center, that where you can see different colors, black, brown, gray, green. This part is iris. So iris is the colored part of the eye. Then next is pupil. What is pupil, student? Pupil is the dark spot that you can see in your eye, that dark spot in the center. This is pupil, and its role is that it controls the entering of a light in the eye. Pupil controls the entering of a light inside the eye. So pupil is the dark spot. It is not dark spot, it looks like a dark spot, and its role is controls the entering of the light. Then next we have pupil. Related to pupil we have discussed. Next we have retina. Now what is this retina? Retina is the screen, students. Retina is the screen at the back side of our eye. This is our eye portion. So the back side of our eye, there is retina, and retina is a screen. Why we are saying retina is a screen? Because retina is only a place where image forms. Whatever we see, how we can detect that? That item forms an image in our eye, and where that image forms? That image forms in retina. So that's why we say that retina is a screen. Okay, retina is a screen at the back. So these all things we have discussed related to the eye. Now only one thing is left, that is nerve. That is present in eye, and the nerve that are present in eye is called optic nerve. Nerve that is present in eye is called optic nerve. And what is the role of optic nerve? These nerves join the eye to the brain. These nerves connects our eye to the brain. Optic nerves are the nerves which connect eye to the brain. So, I hope now students, what are sense organs, what are their role related to the eye? I have explained everything and you all are getting that. And I hope you all are able to understand about the nervous system and the role of the brain, nerves, spinal cord and everything. So, I hope this video will help you in revising chapter number 4 quickly. If you have any doubt or any confusion related to any topic, you can go through the complete videos of chapter number 4. I hope students, whatever I have explained, you all are getting that. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.